guys, I'm going to be recapping what we did for a week in Buffalo, New York. Okay, so the first thing we did after we landed was we went to Anderson's. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But all of you should. It's the best ice cream place, in my opinion, in Buffalo, New York. You'll never have any other ice cream like it. After Anderson's, we just kind of went back to my grandparents' house and chilled. We didn't do anything exciting. And then we got dinner with the rest of the fam. Okay, so the whole reason why we were even in Buffalo, New York in the first place was because former Buffalo Bills safety Micah Hyde had a charity softball game where the offensive and defensive players for the Buffalo Bills play a nice little friendly game of softball to raise money for charity. We saw so many players. We saw Micah Hyde, obviously, Damar Hamlin, Dawson Knox. Sadly, Josh Allen was not there. He had a wedding to plan, so I guess I can let him off the hook. But to make up for Josh Allen being absent, Chad Michael Murray was there. And if you're unaware of who Chad Michael Murray is, he was the legitimate blueprint of the female gaze in the early 2000s. I know everybody has seen the edits of him in the football uniform in A Cinderella Story with Hilary Duff.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I know we've all seen those edits, but regardless, he was awesome. It was so cool to see him. I was like, oh, hey Lucas Scott, how are you? But anyways, yeah, so Chad Michael Murray was there, super cool. My whole family went together. It was really fun. The day after the charity event, my mom just kind of drove my sister and I around Amherst. She drove us where she went to high school, where my dad went to high school. Really just chill day. We didn't do much. We had a pretty busy day the day before, so we just relaxed. I think we just ordered pizza that night too. We just had a nice relaxing day. Okay, so the next day, my grandparents took my sister and I to the Buffalo Zoo, and that was literally the coolest thing ever. They had so many animals that I wouldn't even think would be in a zoo. They had a whole rainforest enclosure. I'm pretty sure a macaw in there was gonna kill us, but that's besides the point. We also at one point turned a corner and there was just a lion. Hey, what's going on? I also found these really cute cats from Australia. You know, I love those cats. I could literally watch them for hours. They were so cute. I loved them. We saw giraffes. Those are pretty normal though. I saw a goat. I love goats. Cutest things ever. But yeah, so after that we did go and get more ice cream. Not from Anderson's though, from Dairy Queen. But the day after the zoo, I think this was probably our most jam-packed day. We did 6 different things all in one day. So I had really wanted to go to the Niagara Aquarium by Niagara Falls. My sister really wanted to go to Niagara Falls. We both wanted to go to Canada. Did not end up happening, but we saw it from so many different angles. Super cool to look at. Really pretty. But so the first thing we did was we went to this restaurant called the Silo, which is literally overlooking Canada. We were staring at Canada while we were eating lunch, and it was super cool. It's on the water too, so it's super scenic, really pretty. And then before we we got to lunch, we drove through this little town. We were like, oh, we need to go shopping there after lunch. So after lunch, we went to a store called Totally Buffalo, and I walked in, and there's Bill's merch galore. I could have bought the entire store. Everything was adorable. But so we went in there, and then my sister saw this really cute antique shop that she wanted to go into. So we went in there, and we also found some really cute things. Could have bought the whole store there too. But all right, so after we went shopping is when we went to the aquarium. We saw sea lions, we saw penguins, seahorses, literally everything. Insert montage here. And then, separate from the actual aquarium, there was a little building that had like more fish in it, like bigger fish. And then up top was like this little rooftop viewing area. There weren't any animals up top though, but it was just so cool because it was literally staring at Canada. Like it was just so cool because like it was on the rooftop. It was so pretty to see Canada from again so many different angles. But super fun. And then we did end up going to Niagara Falls, and I think we walked 2 miles throughout that whole park. So the day after our little Niagara Falls excursion, I had requested to go to a singular store while we were in Buffalo. And that store is Queen City Vintage. And the reason why I wanted to go there is because Lady Mafia herself, Haley Steinfeld, mentioned them in her newsletter, Bow Society, shout out. And she said she gets her game day fits there, and I'm a sucker for game day fits. And I was like, I need to go there. I need to look at what they have. I need to see everything. So we went, and what do you expect? It was a Bills store, literally lined to the rim with Bills merch. I was like, I'm so happy here. Again, could have bought the whole store, but decided not to, especially since I would be coming back home to the city of Jacksonville. So, but it was so cool. The workers in there were so sweet. They were like, "Oh yeah, Haley's a sweetheart." I was like, wish I could meet her." But yeah, it was just so cool. Such a cute store. But that was our last, second to last day. The next day after that was a really chill day. We didn't do much. We were flying out the next morning, so we just kind of wanted to take in some scenery, go do some things we haven't done yet. Um, Pretty sure we probably went to Anderson's again. Literally don't know. We ate so much Anderson's. But again, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. And that's okay. But yeah, so we just kind of drove around, didn't do much. We went to this really good wings place. Shout out Duff's. Really good wings. And then we drove through this little park with another waterfall, but not nearly as grand as Niagara Falls. But it was still super cute, very nature-esque. But it was just a really relaxing day because we didn't want to do anything too crazy before getting on a flight. Also, kind of our last shopping day. We shopped a lot, and it was literally all Bill stuff, but it's fine. I'll give you guys a haul at the end, of course. But yeah, so we just kind of had a really nice day. It was a good family day. Oh, as promised, there is a haul, and it's not super hefty, but you know, it's a little excessive. So the first thing I bought was from the Totally Buffalo store in that cute little town near Niagara Falls. Super cute. It was adorable. I loved it. This is literally the most comfy sweatshirt ever. Loved it, loved it, loved it. And then from the cute little vintage store, also in that same town, I got this really cute necklace. If it wants to focus, I don't know if it will. It's a little diamond heart looking thing. And yeah, it was just super cute. I saw it. I was like, why not? What I got from Queen City Vintage was this super cute little Buffalo Bills sweatshirt. Again, super comfy. Literally loved the store. The last two things were bought on our last day, and they needed to be bought because it commemorates such an amazing season that Mr. Josh Allen had, and that was the season of him being named MVP. So you know I had to represent and get an MVP Josh Allen shirt. Because why would I not? Everybody loves Josh. And if you don't, you're lying. Anyways, the next and final thing I got was this hat, and it says, "Be good, do good, God bless, and go Bills." And that was the final words Josh Allen said in his MVP speech. And honestly, truer words have never been spoken. But that wraps up my little haul, and that also wraps up my little week recap of Buffalo, New York. Hope you guys loved it. Like, comment, subscribe, all those cringy YouTuber things, you know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. And as always, go Bills.